Here is the most important part of supervision. We have the supervisory meetings and, of course, the allotted time for supervision. I am planning on having 1 hour meetings a week, set time, day, and time that they'll be required to come every week. If for some reason they have to miss, or if I'm out of town or sick, we use a scheduling program called Therapy Appointment. You'll see the TA 2.0 here on the slide. That's what that is. And they can go ahead and use that to see what my schedule is and what my openings are to go ahead and get back on my schedule. Of course, if I'm responsible for the missed time, I will get together with them and we'll get that done as soon as possible. I am not going to be sitting through 4 hours of supervision. I am more than willing to let them make up some of those times in smaller blocks, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes here, especially if they are working in my private practice with me. And we do a lot of supervision in that way of case conceptualization, just talking about different theories and interventions that way. We will make sure, and I will make sure that they know, that they are responsible for making sure they get those hours in. I'll follow up, but they've got to make sure that they get on my calendar, that they're keeping track and logging those hours. Of course, confidentiality is important no matter what we're doing, but especially still in the supervisory session. I notice sometimes we get kind of lax, and I want to make sure that we are not sharing names, that we're not giving too much detail that someone might know, especially in group supervision time. So we're going to be making sure that they know to only use first names, and then of course in documentation, whether it's sending an email or a text, that they're using initials and not giving away any information that might identify that client. Also, when it comes to whether or not they can get a hold of me. Most people know I do best with text, but when it comes to crisis, I've made sure that they understand that that crisis supervision is only going to take place by phone or perhaps a virtual call or a FaceTime call. And if they cannot get a hold of me immediately by text, they need to go ahead and call me several times in a row. And as a last resort, we do have Dennis Madden, who is a LPC supervisor that we've worked with and is very qualified, been around doing this a long time. And so he'll be able to help out our interns as well. If for some reason I am not available immediately and they're in some sort of crisis situation, they can always get a hold of him. All right, let's look at the next slide here, responsibilities and duties.